This podcast is part of the Deluxe Edition Network. To find other great shows on the network, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. That's deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
Hey everybody, this is Chase from Barrel Age Flicks. Go ahead and check out our Patreon for raw, uncut footage and early access to all of our episodes. The link is in the description, and it's only $5 a month. Thanks for listening.
That's your second one?
Number 2?
No, this is number 3. Honestly, God, I don't really drink too much, so like I'll pop a beer and I'll maybe finish it once a week. I guess it's because I'm just trying to save my liver because I know I'll be here.
There you go.
What? Good.
I tell you what, do you have access to a refrigerator at your job?
Yeah.
Okay, then never mind. But for those that don't, get one of these. It's the Titan Deep Freeze.
It's called a soft cooler.
Ice pack here, ice pack here. It's a goddamn refrigerator all day. Shut up.
All right.
Just saying.
It's called a lunchbox.
All right, here we go.
It's just little lunch.
No, because I used to be a territory account manager. I was in the truck all the time, so I didn't have a fridge to go to.
Are you ready?
No.
All right, here we go.
Well, they sell portable ones. They can plug into your AC
Yeah, and I didn't have money yet.
adapter. So I'm just saying. Tax write-off.
What?
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 What is up, everybody? What is up, everybody?
Welcome to
the
Barrel
tasting
Age
room.
Flicks.
Barrel Age Flicks tasting room.
You fucked up our own goddamn intro.
All right.
What the fuck?
What was that?
I said snow.
Oh, yeah?
I said snow.
You did.
I said snow. All right. So we are doing for our little sports series here another tasting room episode that goes with sports.
Oh.
Top 5 moments in
I don't sports ball. Bye, y'all.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So you can sit in that chair. Yeah, because Chase
I
isn't.
get to join the boys club.
Chase is not
Right,
sports centric here.
He's
So
anti-sports?
Chase doesn't know sports ball.
Actually, no. I will sit in. I know what I got.
you can come up with 5
Just like a fucking woman.
moments in sports.
Indecisive.
Yeah.
All right, you want to go first?
You just said Stu was going first.
I know. I was joking. I was trying to fuck with him.
No, that was poor.
No, I guess it was. Anyways, so
Fuck
top
you,
5.
Chase.
Do you want to sit down and I'll just sit on your lap or we'll snuggle? Give me the dick. Fuck off. Give me the dick.
All right, so top 5 moments in sports. We're going to have Stu go first. What are your top 5 moments in sports?
All right. First, I'm going to go with the only one that I actually got to see live while it was happening. The helmet catch by David Tyree, the 2008 Super Bowl.
Yep.
Leading the
That was
Giants
a good one.
Yeah.
That was good.
to beat the undefeated Patriots. Oh, I loved it. I loved it so much.
Yes.
Eli Manning just somehow, by the grace of God, missing that what would have been a definite sack, tossing it to him. Tyree somehow fucking holding on like it was fucking glue on his goddamn helmet.
Yes.
And then that led to the drive, to the Giants scoring. Fucking Patriots couldn't come back.
Awesome.
Loved
Awesome.
it. Late in the fourth. I mean, it was just such an exciting moment right there. And I don't
That's always a good night.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck about the Giants. And I just wanted the Patriots to lose just because fuck the Patriots outside of seeing them win all the time.
Yeah.
So,
Not anymore.
yes. Next one I'm going to do is Mike Tyson becomes the youngest heavyweight champion of the world ever at the age of 20. 1986, Las Vegas, defeating Trevor Burbick in 5 minutes and 35 seconds. A man 13 years more seasoned than him.
Yeah.
All right. And just fucking wrecking his shit and launching the infamous career. You know, of course, the ear bite would be a much more infamous moment.
He came in there fucking hungry.
Yes, he did. All right. Next is Ali beats Foreman in Rumble in the Jungle.
Oh, that's
Almost.
a classic.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a good one.
1974.
Okay.
All right. Winning his belt back from Foreman. Knocking out Foreman, who never was knocked out at that time in 8 rounds, using the rope-a-dope strategy when everybody already thought Ali was washed up.
Yeah.
At that time, he had already lost to Frazier. Foreman beat the shit out of fucking Frazier. So, like, this will be fucking nothing for Foreman to come in. At one point, you can watch the fucking video. Foreman is throwing 4 punches in the span of a second. That's how quick Foreman was, and it was power punches too. That man was a beast, and Ali figured out the only way that he could take him is to make him fucking tired.
Yes.
So he stood there and took the beating till bouncing off from the ropes and just fucking knocking George right on his ass. I was like, this is fucking amazing. Next is going to be Babe Ruth, 1932, Wrigley Field.
Oh, you're going really
calling
historical.
his
God damn you,
shot.
that son of a bitch.
Yes. Fuck. Calling his shot.
Yes.
The balls on that fat drunk bastard. The confidence.
And he was a fat drunk bastard.
Yes, he was.
All right, that I mean, how emasculating is that to a pitcher saying, "Oh yeah, go ahead and give me your fucking best." It's going there. It's fucking going there.
Yes.
All right, and
It went
delivering it. All right, it's a moment that's replayed time and time again. People imitate it all the fucking time. Just classic. All right, and the next more because of the global implication of it. Jesse Owens kicking Hitler ass in the 1936 Berlin Olympics, 4 gold medals. Fuck the Aryan race. All right, in his hometown. Fuck y'all. This is my house now.
Honestly, I loved the.
Yes.
Was it where they lost in the long distance running,
Yep.
and they were so fucking butthurt about that too.
Yes.
Well, they weren't gonna. Funny thing about like the Germans weren't gonna let them win.
Yeah.
At all, no matter what.
Yeah, they want to do anything they could to get rid of it, but
Yeah.
no.
Yes.
Awesome list.
Thank you.
All right, so I didn't let you plug your show, right?
No,
Not
you
yet.
haven't yet.
Huh? All right.
Not yet.
That's my fault. I will take a punishment shot I will spin the wheel for that.
No, you're good.
Oh, no, I'm
You're
good. I volunteered to do one because you didn't get to plug your show. I usually always have the guest plug their show first, and I
I'll do
forgot to
one
do
with
that.
you.
All right, well there we go. Let you go ahead and plug your show, Mike.
I'm Mike D from Take on the World, and
Use 2 hands.
we take on just about any topic, and we look at it through the lens of history. It's TOTW Pod, any place you listen to podcasts, on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. I also am a part of Berks County Unsolved Deluxe Edition, and we look at unsolved murders in Berks County, Pennsylvania, and the surrounding areas. I do that with Casey from Casey and Ray Deluxe Edition.
Yes.
That is every place you listen to podcasts as well, so it's easy to find.
Awesome.
Thank you for being here with us.
Thanks for having me. I enjoy being here.
We
Always
appreciate
welcome.
the hell out of you, Mike.
Always welcome to be on our show.
yeah.
I gotta grab something yummy, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a
My dick.
You gonna grab? Oh, I was gonna make that same joke. Motherfucker.
You know what?
Gotta be quicker. Come on now.
You go grab it. Can you
get
grab
I'm
a Jameson
usually
for me?
not quick.
You're
That's the
getting
thing.
rusty.
I'm gonna have a shot of Jameson. Actually, does anybody want to join me with a shot of Jameson?
I have my Callens right here.
I was gonna say crickets.
I'm good right now.
Ragnar, you want a shot of Jameson?
No, I'm fine right now.
Adam?
Thank you.
You're on your own.
All right. If you want to grab me that, I'll have a shot of Jameson. So, Ragnar, you go next. What are your top 5 moments in sports?
No, you.
Is it pod
I'm going-
racing?
I'm going
I
this
thought you
way.
were calling on Mike.
No, I just let him plug a show. I'm going around this way.
I think he's still building a list.
No, I'm not.
No.
I was trying to find a fucking backup.
I thought you had backups
But-
all the time.
Not for that one.
He took yours.
So it's only one.
Yeah.
1990 when Buster Douglas knocked out Mike Tyson.
Yes.
For the first time.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Mike's head wasn't right. All
It-
right,
it
Mike's head
wasn't.
right.
It wasn't.
All right.
And Tyson then, even Tyson now, I think it's a fucking beast. He's a fucking machine, dude. He's 56 years old. Ugh. God, that'll still hurt.
Yes.
Did he fight that guy yet?
No,
No,
that's
not yet.
July, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
I am too.
hope-
Even though it's
hope.
gonna be bullshit fucking rules and everything like that.
Do you think it's? I mean, who do you
I
think's
hope
going
he
to win?
beats the piss out of that kid.
That's what I hope.
I
too.
hope he does, but I hate to say it. I think realistically, Paul now would realistically take Tyson now.
Yeah.
Man's 30 years fucking younger. He's got the reach.
You shut your whore
shitty
mouth.
of a fucking boxer as Paul
You
is.
shut your whore mouth.
Paul throws some weight behind those fucking punches. He throws some fucking
Paul's a-
hard fucking hits.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm sorry.
On
as
principle,
good
he
shape
better fucking lose this.
as there is going to be no winner. It's going to be like the fucking bullshit fucking fight that Mike was just in, where it's going to go the fucking distance and no winner is declared.
No,
Yeah.
It's in the rules.
It's
in the rules. There are
Unless
no judges.
somebody
Unless
gets
somebody
knocked
gets
out.
knocked the fuck out, there will be no winner.
but
It's
Tyson,
a money grab. That's all it is. It's a simple fucking money grab. And it's a no.
But you know
Tyson knocked
people
this
are gonna
chick
pay to
right
see
out of
it,
his
though.
mouth.
No, it's on
No,
Netflix.
it's on Netflix for free.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Netflix gave Paul a massive fucking deal. All right, it's a no-win
Nah,
for Paul.
I'm counting
either
on the
way.
old
Oh,
man
that's right. We
strength.
were
Yeah.
talking about that a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm counting on the old man strength.
Yeah.
Tyson's got
If
to come
Paul
out and
knocks
knock
out
his block off.
57-year-old fucking Tyson, because that's how old he'll be at that
Yeah.
time,
Does
he
Netflix-
looks like a piece of shit. If he loses to 57-year-old fucking Tyson, he looks like a piece of shit. There is no
He's
win for
already
him.
a piece of shit.
No.
So,
You have to give credit. He is actually bringing attention
Honest
to
to
the
God-
younger generation to the great sport of boxing.
honest to God,
All right.
I think I really hope that if he wins Tyson, I want him to go on to George Foreman.
What?
What? Why?
No, because at that point you're just taking on the greats of a previous generation. At that point,
He doesn't fight anybody real.
That's the problem.
No, we know this.
yeah,
Everybody
yeah,
knows
you're
this.
right.
He doesn't fight anybody real. All it is to continuously bring attention.
And he only
to
does
the sport.
boxing, right?
Yes, his
Yeah.
brother does wrestling.
Is Netflix
Oh.
is
And
this
he's not
ain't
a
going to
good
be a
wrestler.
this ain't going to be a live event.
They're-
Netflix
No, it's
Neither
live.
of them are good
Yes,
at
it
Netflix
anything.
has
is.
a Netflix live.
They will, just like they're getting ready to next month roast the shit out of fucking Tom Brady live. All right, and I am looking forward to that.
Yeah.
All right. I want to see them get brutal, and I want to do an over under how many times they mentioned Giselle.
Cheers to BAF, by the way, and BAC, and Mike takes on the world.
Prost.
So is this new? Or
Another
is this
pro,
the same one
another
I brought?
pro spitter. I love it.
I don't
I love it.
All right, so what's your next one?
I don't know.
There you go. Okay.
Is it? I don't know.
That 5 times.
It was when War.
No, that'd be so bad. That'd be horrible.
It's when War Daddy lost to Muhammad Ali during the OSS. Do you guys know about that fight?
No.
Okay, so in Fury, the movie we reviewed a while ago, there's a character called War Daddy. Well, in real life, War Daddy was a tank commander.
Yeah.
And he was also in the US Army boxing and was a pretty high up there. Muhammad Ali came out for an OSS their morale boost thing, and he came
True
up
story.
and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, he'll fight this guy and he'll fight this guy," and they were just fucking around. But War Daddy came up, he's like, "Nah, this is my fucking shot. I'm gonna do it." And he goes, "Pop, pop," and he got 2 good hits on him, and you just saw his mood change, and he was like, "Oh, fuck it, you gonna learn today," and beat the piss out of this bitch.
Give credit where credit's due.
Honest to God, I don't want to fuck with either one of them. So
90.
Blah, blah, blah?
Yeah,
Blah, 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 blah.
that's the exact fucking one I'm talking about.
yeah, no, I totally understand.
1996 Olympics when Kurt Angle
Go.
won the gold medal with a fully broken neck.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The fuck?
America.
Then he became
He broke his neck during the Olympics and continued on,
and then he became a wrestler.
and then had it examined, and his neck is fused.
Yep.
Fucking
So-
send it, boys.
If you ever see him like moving around, he doesn't turn his neck.
Yeah. No, he's like
If he
he's
does,
Michael
if he
Keaton in
does
Batman.
turn it, It's little bits here and there.
You
That's
saw
it.
that in WWF. I mean, or during the Attitude
Well, I
Era
saw
when
it
he was on
during
there.
the Olympics.
No, with his neck not being able to turn. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
He actually broke his neck 6 months prior.
What
He
the
broke two
fuck?
vertebrae.
he did then too?
And then they broke again during the Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was the same.
So it's the second
That
time.
is
It was the same two vertebrae.
yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
That's actually on my list. That's why I know.
There you go.
Then fucking Babe Ruth, you son of a bitch.
Yes.
You.
That's all right. The 2004 World Series with the Boston Red Sox
Yep.
breaking the curse
Breaking
of the
the
great
curse.
Bambino
Yep.
since they decided to trade him to the Yankees for fucking pennies on a dollar.
Play
Yep.
money.
Yeah.
Literally, that's what it was.
Yeah, I
They
know.
wanted to find it to fucking play. All right.
Last but not least, the 2023 Michigan Wolverines undefeated streak to win the national championship.
Yes. Yes, it was.
That was an entire good season, considering everything that happened to them. Their coach being suspended for 4 games in the beginning and then 4 games at the end, multiple investigations, and everybody against them, and they still fucking went undefeated and won the national title.
Awesome.
And how many sanctions are coming down on them right now?
A lot.
Because of that?
A lot. It's fine. It's fine.
Michigan's getting some love tonight, and
yeah,
draft night part
yeah,
2, round 2. There was multiple Wolverines, defensive linemen getting picked up.
Yeah.
Yep, they should have. Let's see here. JJ McCarthy, I think, went in the
He went
second
yesterday?
round.
No, McCarthy went first round.
Was it first round?
Oh, yeah.
He went to the Vikings. I
someone
know
took him.
that.
Yeah, he went first round.
It was first round.
Number 10 pick, if I remember correctly. So
Okay.
All right.
after the Falcons fucking exploded the entire fucking draft board.
I don't know what the hell they were thinking.
Sorry.
I was telling Snow about that earlier tonight.
I was so fucking salty.
They're fucking the GMs trying to explain to the owner of why they drafted this guy when
They just paid Cousins $100 million fucking dollars.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, jeez. Which I understand. I'm okay with building for the future, and I do still like the opportunity for young quarterbacks to be able to sit a year and
Absolutely.
become acclimated. But Penix is not young. Penix is 26, 27 fucking years old.
Mm-hmm.
Or he's on the clock already. He does not have time to fucking sit for 2 years before they're able to cut Cousins.
Yeah.
It makes no fucking sense to me. And I'm really salty because my board had him coming down to 13 to the Raiders.
All right, so I'm going to go with mine. Mine's mainly Detroit Lions.
All failures.
Because I had to. Because
You don't really
one
watch
season?
sports except for when the Lions
Are
are
there
doing
great
good. That's the only
moments
sports
in
you actually
Detroit
watch.
Lions history?
And only when the Lions are doing good.
no, I've watched them when they were shitty.
Okay.
Always.
I've watched the Lions in their fucking 0-16 when they went 0-16.
And then you went years without fucking
God
paying any goddamn
damn.
attention.
No,
to them.
I watched them in 2011, especially when Stafford
how can you
got
be-
his fucking injury on the first game.
Like, I get being proud of your team when you're 0-16 if you're a Washington fan, but
I've never left my team. Though.
Lions?
I've always loved the Lions.
I know.
Fuck you, Chase.
Washington never went 0-16. That's a fucking record.
Really?
Washington never went 0-16.
Really?
No,
Okay.
never. Lions are
like
the only
what,
ones that-
0-32?
No. Nope.
Was there, another,
Nope.
there was another team that went 0-16, wasn't it? Was it Cleveland?
They did that,
No.
but you were the first one.
We were
to
the
go
first ones. That
0-16.
was our record,
One
yeah.
other team has now gone 0-16.
Yeah.
But now they've extended the season, so somebody else could maybe eventually go 0-17, and you won't be shit on as much.
No,
gonna be the Lions.
18.
No, it's not.
18.
No, it's 17 right now.
It's gonna be 18.
Well,
Well, they have 2 buys if they're doing 20 games.
No, they right now it's a 17 game season, not a 16 game season. Then you have the postseason that adds that extends their playing. So there it used to be 16 games.
Yeah, I know.
Before that, it was 14 games. No, the most recent collective bargaining agreement raised it to 17 games.
Thought it was 20.
No,
I heard it was 20.
no. I mean, they could potentially play 20 games if they make it through the playoffs and stuff like that. You're looking at a potential of playing that, but no, there's 17 regular season games.
Yeah.
So there'll never be another 500 team unless they add another game in the future.
Yeah.
There'll never be another 500 team. You either a winner or you're a fucking loser.
Yep.
Plain and simple. And then they did they moved some other important dates around because of the extended season and
The Super Bowl
Yeah.
being on President's.
Now, I will admit, I really wasn't into sports when I was younger. I really wasn't into sports. I've actually admitted that on other shows, but the fact is I've gained more affection to sports as I've gotten older. So I'm sorry if I haven't been into sports as much as you have been, but I still love the Detroit Lions. I've rooted for them even when I was a kid. Even when my dad rooted for the Lions, I would always say,
And you said you weren't into sports, so you weren't watching them, so you were rooting for them just because the Lions and then my dad's team.
hey,
And I don't
you know
watch
what?
football.
That's just the way it is. And, I mean, that's how you game. I enjoyed
I would
that.
say that's how you fall into it.
You know,
to
I mean,
start with, but then you start watching the games, and you develop your own love for the.
There's
for the
nothing
team.
wrong with
I've
sticking
watched
with it.
games. I've watched games with my dad many times beforehand. You don't even know that shit.
Okay.
You don't know me.
Fuck you. Anyways, so here's my number one.
All right, finish off with your Lions list.
Barry Sanders' 85-yard run with one shoe. The Buccaneers couldn't catch a break, and it seems that some of the longest runs were against Tampa Bay. One of the longest and most memorable was the 85-yard in 1994. The most interesting factor with the fact is that he lost a shoe during the run, running down a football field in one shoe against a professional athletes. Only a job for Barry Sanders. Another one. Lions win the division for 2023, winning the first ever playoff game. Well, yeah, not our
The
first
ever
but-
playoff
not
game?
First playoff game.
Their
First playoff game, yes. But winning the division in 2023, that was monumental, and I love the fact that they had such a great season.
So
I'm
all
looking
of these
forward
are
to
for the
2024.
2023 season.
No, actually, not at all. 2013 and 2012. The year after 2011 when Matthew Stafford got injured and was out most of the season.
They're all Lions.
Yeah, because I love my team. I love the Lions.
Okay.
So thank you, Stu.
You're welcome.
Anyways, this is a wrestling one because this was just an awesome event. I remember seeing this on pay-per-view.
Wrestling is sport.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
Let me
When-
see you try to do what they fucking do, and you're not going to be able to. There you go.
When Undertaker chokeslammed Mankind through the cage match. That was awesome.
was good.
You remember
It
that,
Yes,
Mike?
absolutely.
Yes. And also, I remember me and
I would
Ragnar
go
were
one.
talking about
I would
it.
go one better
when you threw him off the cage.
cage.
On the
Yeah.
announcer right in front of Jerry the King Lawler, right at the announcer table. But still, chokeslamming because they weren't expecting that wasn't meant to happen. And he went right through the fucking cage and he was still fucking alive and still wrestling after that.
Yep.
Pretty fucking amazing. Mick Foley is a wrestling
His
god.
tooth
Seriously.
went through his fucking mouth.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was like up in his
Forehead.
yeah, I remember that shit. That shit
Fucking
was
solid.
fucking crazy.
And
2013
the weirdest fucking person to like character to try to throw up as the foil to the Undertaker. I mean, this weird motherfucking
Yeah.
like slimy looking motherfucker with a strange ass mask. You're taking on the Undertaker. Like, what fucking goddamn? What logic does this make?
I want to have seen his face when they came up and told him what was going to be happening.
Oh, no. He was
Oh, no.
excited.
No,
Mick Foley,
there was all
all
on
about
the
Mick
fly.
Foley was into
Yeah?
it.
Okay,
He was
Mick
all
Foley-
down for the whole
No, he
thing.
got off on it. He got off on the injuries and everything else. He
Mick
did
Foley
it.
and Terry Funk
Yeah.
were
Cactus
hard
Jack and,
core
You got to remember,
legends.
that
Cactus
came
Jack.
from ECW Extreme Championship Wrestling.
Right.
Backyard
So-
wrestling also with the barbed wire.
Japanese
It
wrestling.
was- yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's
They
a
go hard as
completely
fuck.
different.
Oh yeah.
Okay, bet.
No,
Yeah,
they
Terry
were
Funk.
a different breed.
Terry Funk and Cactus Jack were amazing. Also, he was also Dude Love and of course Mankind and stuff
Dude
like that.
Love. Is that one of your favorites? Dude Love?
No.
Oh,
Dude,
okay.
Love was awesome. Watch it.
Dude Love was fucking funny.
I think
Yeah,
Mike's telling
he
you to
was.
watch
he
it,
was
dude.
funny.
2000.
That's Dude Love somewhere up there, right?
I do not have
You're-
Dude
Good
Love up there.
callback. Good callback.
Unbelievable. 2013, Matthew Stafford's fake spike touchdown versus the Cowboys, which
That was
shocked
good. That was
viewers.
good.
Yes, that was an amazing. I saw that. I really enjoyed Matthew Stafford through the years. And I know he had happy feet and everything else, and the point that he didn't have the only weapon that he really had, the good weapon, was a Calvin Johnson, which is my next one coming up here. Calvin Johnson, I've watched him play throughout his span of being in the Detroit Lions. and I loved every minute of him. Just his catches were so amazing to watch because he towers over everybody, and he could have like 2 or 3 people on him, and he would still catch that fucking ball.
It's because he's like 2 feet taller than everybody.
But this was the good one right here is Megatron's one-handed catch, one of many in 2012 against the tight coverage. Calvin Johnson lived up to his name of Megatron as he managed to haul a miraculous catch covered by the Indianapolis Colts, Cassius Vaughn. The Lions would eventually lose, but just having that one-handed catch, I remember seeing that, amazing.
That's a great Detroit Lions list.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
That's
These
one of the
guys
few
are giving me
times
shit.
great and Detroit Lions are in the same sentence. No shit. Good job, Mike.
That's
You know
the only
what?
time it'll ever happen.
Detroit Lions, they're still
They're what? They're what?
they're my team, and I love them.
There you go. That's what football's all
You know,
about.
you love the
Well, is he
Raiders.
gonna
There's
say
times
that?
where they
Yeah.
fucking are shit.
Oh,
You still-
most of the time. We had a fucking goddamn losing record for 20 fucking
I was gonna say,
years.
Oakland,
All right, losing
Oakland was
fucking
hurting for a while.
But I tell
all right?
people all the time, even when they are fucking losing, I still will root for the Lions no matter what. They are my team. I am not going to leave that team. I'm not a fair-weathered fan. I've never followed any other team. I've always followed the Detroit Lions. So there you go. I only follow the Detroit
And I will
Lions.
argue follow is a very loose term for you.
I love it
All right.
because Crystal's like, "Oh, what's your football team?" And she's like, "The Dolphins," because they have a cool mascot.
Honestly, I could care less
porpoises.
why people choose their team as long as they're choosing a fucking team. It makes the sport more interesting. It
Well, a
makes
lot
you
of
feel
people
like
argue-
you're more invested into
A lot of
the
people
sport.
argue that there's a lot of Cowboys fans in Virginia, and they says, "Why are you a Cowboys
There
fan?
are.
You're not from Texas."
There are a
They
lot of
complain
Cowboys
about it.
fans
No,
in
no, no.
America.
I understand that, but
I
a
hate-
lot of
I mean,
people
I
say that.
can't
'Cause
stand
I
Americans
think
but-
I think it's the cheerleaders.
But
They did
you
a
disagree-
lot.
American team.
You disagree with the fact that you don't have to be from Texas in order to be a Cowboys
Hell no.
fan. No, I agree
No.
with you. But a lot
you
of
pick
people
a team
always
and then
pick
you
argument.
ride with your team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason
And
why you got a lot
never-
of Cowboys fans in this area,
because they always they won a
no, it's
lot of
because you
games.
got so many kids who got pissed off at their fathers who like the Redskins, and they're like, "Well, you like the Redskins? I want to cheer for the Cowboys."
Yep.
And so that's
That's a good point.
That's how you get a lot of Cowboys fans around the
Cowboys
Virginia,
and
DC area.
Indians.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Going back to playing as kids again.
Yep, but it's because they wanted to piss off Daddy, and that's why they chose the Cowboys versus the
And
Redskins.
plus, Jerry knew how to market his fucking team. He still, I mean, knows
That he
how to
did.
market his fucking
Yes.
team.
Yeah.
All right. He, as shitty of a person as Jerry is, he did a lot of good things for football.
Yeah.
All right. He pushed a lot of significance
Yeah.
of NFL and made them the juggernaut that they are.
All right, well, that is my list. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Snow for her top 5 moments in sports.
Get out of the way, Chase.
And now, are we going to hear about a good team? All right.
Yeah, she's already got one on here that's going to make me fucking. I remember that.
You said you were going to use it, which cracks me the fuck up.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it
'Cause you
because
know
it
it was
was
that
it was
fucking
iconic,
good.
but
Yeah.
it pissed me off.
that fucking good.
I remember that
and
game.
you know what I'm talking about. And I'm just going to start off with it. And it was Aaron Rodgers' last second throw to Richard Rodgers
Fuck.
against the Lions, 61-yard touchdown pass
That pissed
in
me
the
off
heavy
so
coverage,
bad.
and it was so good.
It fucking
Great
sucked.
Love
fucking
the
football.
Packers.
It was-
Great fucking football.
It was.
He plucked it out of fucking thin.
He was,
It was like
they
five-
were
it was like 5 seconds left
surrounded,
of-
and it was just perfect.
It was like 5 or
You
10
ever see that
seconds left.
hand come
no,
up
it
out
was
of like
1
a,
second left when
out
he,
of
One
like a
second.
when he
horror
took the-
movie,
Yeah.
right? Like a
Yeah.
zombie movie.
Yeah, out of the grave,
Yeah.
You know,
grab it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You ever
Yeah.
seen?
It's
You ever
like
seen
that.
the? You ever seen the video
Amazing.
meme when that happens, where you see Matthew Stafford, you see Calvin Johnson behind him. Calvin Johnson just sinks down.
Crying
Matthew
like
Stafford
a
just throws his head up.
bitch.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
That was,
just like you did during that game. You
I-
cried like a bitch.
I yelled at my TV. I remember calling my dad up like 5
But don't
minutes
worry, you know,
later,
Matthew
Daddy,
Stafford
please say-
did get to
please
the
make it
Super Bowl,
better.
so you know that's a good thing.
yeah,
and I rooted for him.
Yeah.
I rooted for Matthews. I
All
rooted
it
for
took
the
was
Rams.
getting the fuck out of Detroit.
You know what? We have golf.
Detroit
He's doing
has
great.
Detroit has ruined so many great players over the years. They really have.
Barry Sanders,
All right.
Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, it's where they'd rather retire and hang it up than fucking play again because of how beaten down their spirits became.
Fucking weirdo.
All right. So what are your what's your second one?
So my next one, I'm also going to go with another Aaron Rodgers play.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Green Bay versus Dallas, and it was the divisional championship game. We fucking watched it. We were biting our nails. It was 31-31, and Aaron Rodgers threw what was it? He had like third down.
It was another fucking Hail Mary.
Third down. It was 3rd and 18. He had gotten sacked, and it was like seconds left in the game, and he got it right into field goal range, and they got a field goal to go to the NFC Divisional Championship. We went to that game.
Yep.
Fuck Atlanta.
Half the team got the fucking flu and it was the worst game I've ever been to in my whole life.
Yeah.
And Atlanta fans, y'all suck balls because you're so fucking mean.
That's how. So this is how stupid
so mean.
Atlanta fans are. So
Yeah.
when we lived there,
Yeah.
every time Green Bay would go, I'd get her tickets to go see the game.
Yeah.
And Atlanta usually won.
We had really bad luck in
All right.
Atlanta.
And very.
Very
So-
bad luck. I hate the Falcons.
What they would do to actually like celebrate, they would fucking burn their own cars down.
Yeah. Downtown. Yeah. Yeah. But like trying to explain that to my kid, they're like, why are they doing it? Like, they're fucking happy and they have disposable. No, they don't.
That's her
buying their
reasoning?
Shitty cars.
I tell them because they're fucking idiots
They
down
are fucking
here.
idiots.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's how stupid Atlanta fans are.
They just drafted
Well, apparently you've never been a Philadelphia.
Exactly. When you
Never
don't
been a
fucking
Philadelphia
need
fan.
one.
That is a correct statement.
Philly is fun. Philly fans are fun. Philly fans are fun. Bills fans are fun. Raiders Black
is
Hole is
huge.
fun.
This is-
All right. There are a lot of good,
They're falling off in
really
my ears.
passionate fan bases.
Passionate.
Yes. There's some really fun fan bases out there.
The next one I'm going to go with is the Red Sox winning the series
Yes.
in 04.
Yep.
That was incredible to watch, especially because they were down so far in the series. And there was like 4 games in a row, boom, win. It was so cool. And then I'm going to go with Vanessa James and Morgan Cypress in the ISU World Team Figure Skating Championship.
Yeah.
They skated to Disturbed Sound of Silence. It is one of the most beautiful fucking athletic
actually
things
really-
I've
that was
ever
really
fucking
good.
seen.
Really cool. I never thought that would be used for
No,
figure
it's
skating.
that's
It wasn't
actually
supposed to be.
That's the first time I've ever heard that's them do that song was in that performance, and it was incredible.
Wow.
Like it was their long performance. It was like 9 minutes long. It was gorgeous.
Awesome.
Absolutely,
You don't
gorgeous.
hear, when it comes to figure skating, you don't hear
modern music.
stuff like that. It's all like fucking
Yeah.
classical shit.
Yeah, and it was just the most incredible, beautiful.
Kind of reminds me of the movie The Cutting
athletic
Edge
experience.
when the hockey player tries to put more of like a rockier
good
music.
movie.
It's a great movie.
It's a fun
pick.
movie.
Yeah.
Toe pick.
Cutting Edge. That would be my pick for sports series. That's a fun movie.
Blaze of Glory, man.
Yes.
Fuck, we already did that
I
episode.
know, but I'm saying they did great music for them.
Yeah, that was fucking bad. That movie sucks so bad.
And my last one, I'm going to go with Michael Phelps winning his 8th gold in the 08 Olympics, his 8th gold medal in a row, and he beat out Michael Spitz's
Awesome.
record, and that was just it was mind-boggling to see how well this kid did,
Awesome.
and then just
Goofy looking ass.
All
It
right.
is.
he is, but he's incredibly
weird
talented.
Great fucking
Incredibly
list.
talented.
No,
Thank
great list. All right, we're going to go ahead and go to Mike from Take on the World. What are your top 5 sports
Okay.
moments?
Since one of mine was taken, I'm going to go with that one first. And that would be Kurt Angle in the Olympics.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
To me, that, like, I was an amateur wrestler before I was a professional wrestler. And that was just amazing for him to have 2 fractured vertebrae
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and go on to win the gold.
Yeah.
Just amazing. So then I'm going to go historical again.
You always have at least one.
1980, the
That's not
U.S.
historical.
Olympics, U.S. hockey team.
Oh,
defeats the
yes.
powerhouse
Oh, okay.
Soviet Union in what was known as the Miracle on Ice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's a
It
good
wasn't
one.
even a gold medal game, but the U.S. was never supposed to beat the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
The Cold War is as icy as it gets, and the U.S. just they went in there with heart and just beat a team that was, by all means, a better team.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Soviets had won the 4 previous gold medals. And
Yes.
this, yeah.
You
So,
were around
the-
during that time, huh?
Yeah,
So-
God, fuck you. Yes, I was. I was. Watched it. So,
So
I
the
was
U.S. went on 2 days later to beat Finland. To take the gold. And the Soviet team ended up with the silver by beating Sweden. So I always remember that. I've always been a hockey fan. And this is my number one, period, hands down. So the next one I'm going to apologize for. December 23rd, 1972, Three Rivers Stadium. AFC divisional playoff game in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was down by 1. It was 7-6, 4th down, 22 seconds left. And the Steelers were on the drive. Terry Bradshaw bounces a pass off the Oakland Raiders. Jack Tatum helmet. And the great one, number 32, Franco Harris, fullback extraordinaire, snatches the ball off before it hits a turf.
Sure.
Runs back for a touchdown while everybody's standing around scratching their ass because they think the play is dead.
Yeah.
And the Steelers win that 13-7. Now, the Steelers lost the next week, but that was, I think, what kickstarted the Steelers' rise to dominance in the 70s.
Yeah.
Like that game turned their destiny around. And because they were like really nothing before that. And then the 70s into 1980, they were just a powerhouse of a team. And then from 80 to like 91, they were nothing.
Yeah. You mean sort of like the Raiders jump-started Tom Brady and the Patriots career with the fucking goddamn tuck rule, which was bullshit. All right. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
See, the Raiders are a league supporting team.
Yes.
You know,
wonderful.
So now
they help
Davis,
us out a lot.
R.I.P. I love my man.
If you fast forward many years later, the same exact thing happened the opposite way. The Oakland Raiders had the same play against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
I don't remember what year it was, but my my tag team partner who passed away was a Raiders fan, and we went out to Pittsburgh Raiders games all the time. And the guys who traveled with the skulls on, like they were doctors and stuff. They went to every away game, and we met them in Pittsburgh like 3 years in a row.
Okay.
Awesome.
And we would party with them in the parking lot. They're the coolest dudes in the world. Like, and that's how the atmosphere was out in Pittsburgh. Like, it was just cool. The worst thing I saw out there was a fight between two Steelers fans, whether Bubby Brister or Neil O'Donnell should be quarterback. Like, like the stupidest thing in the world.
Yeah.
We went out there, and he was a huge Raiders fan, but like he always threw that in my face, like the immaculate reception. So the day that it happened the other way, I call him up. I'm like, dude, can we stop now?
No, because it didn't matter as much then. All right.
The truth, but okay.
Yeah.
My next one is 1987 in a crowd in front of 93,000 plus fans, brother. Andre the Giant got slammed by Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
WrestleMania 3. However, many people don't know this. That's not the first time it happened. It's not even the second time it happened. It's the third time it happened. It happened 9 years before at Shea Stadium. And it actually happened, it was August 9th, 1980 was the first time it happened. It happened 1 month later, and little Mike D was there when it happened at Hamburg Fieldhouse in Hamburg, Pennsylvania.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
The crowd went wild for that because, like, no one ever thought that anybody could slam the big Andre the Giant.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it's been blown up over the years. Like, he lifted him over his head and slammed. He never lifted him over his head.
No.
He got him on his shoulders, almost a fireman carry, and slammed him.
Yeah.
But it was still amazing. He was a big dude. It took a lot of strength to do it.
We were talking about, you remember the Yokozuna and Lex Luger?
Yes.
When he did the slam over, I think it was like a Summer Slam or something like that. You said the Battleship, I believe?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I remember seeing that like the after like the where they showed on like Monday Night Raw and stuff like that. But man, I miss those days. Those are the best wrestling years.
So my next one was also brought up, but not as one of the things, is Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield, known as the Bite Fight.
Yes.
I think Tyson was frustrated because of Holyfield's tactics.
Yeah.
He was
He
dropping
absolutely
his head.
was.
Yeah, Holyfield just kept headbutting him.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
He felt the headbutts were intentional, and I think the headbutts were part of his strategy, just keeping his head down so he wasn't getting those powerful punches that Tyson could throw.
Yeah.
And Tyson couldn't land a solid punch, and he got frustrated and bit his ear off. He just bit the cartilage off. It's just crazy.
Classic time in history.
And there's a lot of they were wrapping each other up a lot too. All right,
Yes.
and that's aggravating as fuck when you can't get your game actually moving along. That is frustrating as hell.
Awesome.
Very
list, Mike.
good. Very
Very
good.
good list.
All right, we're going to go ahead and go to Adam for your top 5 moments in sports.
Okay, well, Mike took 2 of mine.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
yep, you took the Miracle on Ice from me and the bike match.
Okay.
Yes.
The bike.
Good.
Yep, so those were 2 you took from me. Super Bowl, January 30th, 1983. John Riggins ran more yards than the entire Miami Dolphins team in that game. He gained 181 yards in that game. That was Miami didn't win anywhere near that.
Yeah.
Nice.
They were still trailing 17-13 in the fourth quarter. Riggins came up and with a 4th and 1, took the ball and ran 43 yards into the end zone to win the game.
Yeah. Awesome.
So that was another one of mine. So I got two Olympic memories. In the 1996, something must have been going on in the 1996 Olympics with injuries. I don't know if y'all remember Carrie Strug.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Her first vault, she tore 2 ligaments in her leg.
Oof.
In her ankle.
That was the coolest thing
Yes.
ever.
Yep.
It really was.
So she went off, iced her leg for just a little bit, went back, went full bore down, and landed her vault perfectly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then
the
got
second
carried off.
Yep.
Yeah.
She got carried off, but she landed both feet perfectly. 5 seconds later, lifted that injured leg up, and hopped off. So that was just something must have been
very impressive.
It was. And for her to be that injured and smiling.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. And then the coach carrying her out to the medal stands.
Just made it that much better.
Yep. And then my last one is a real personal one. And we discussed this before, and I can't remember. I think it was last week. Anna brought it up. In the 2016 Olympics, Virginia native Jenny Thrasher shooting the first gold medal of those games.
Yeah.
Shooting in the Olympics is not watched very much. That event is actually held during the opening ceremonies.
Right.
So it's like, this girl what couldn't go to the opening ceremonies like everybody else. She was actually competing.
Yeah.
Wins the gold medal. Well, it was televised at 3:00 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So we recorded it and watched it the next morning with our daughter, with the daughter. And she was watching this and she's like, how old is she? I'm like, she's 17 years old. She goes to West Virginia University. And my daughter's 13 at the time. She's like, I can do that. I'm like, really? She goes, yeah. And so she'd been shooting for 2 years prior. I mean, she started when she was 11. And from that point on, she was extremely competitive in shooting. She practiced 3-4 days a week from that point on up until, now she shoots in college.
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
That's probably my number one.
Awesome.
That's a good feel good one.
Yeah. It just watch that light bulb.
Yeah.
Literally just turn on
in
somebody's head. It's just incredible.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome fucking list.
Awesome.
All right, Chase, do you have top 5 moments in sports?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's go with the finale with Chase.
All right.
Chase with badminton.
So number 5, I'm gonna go with. I actually watched this one live. Was the Randy Johnson bird hit just because it was fucking hilarious.
That was funny as hell to watch.
Everybody saw that. Number 4, I'm gonna go with Max Verstappen. Just generally, Max Verstappen. He's a Formula 1 driver. He recently was noted for being so far ahead of the pack during one of his races that he just decided to cut a corner and accept the 5-second penalty because he could afford it and still fucking took the shit. This man is goddamn insane and I love it. Number 3, I'm going to go with Ronda Rousey versus Holly Holm, where she got her fucking face caved in.
Fuck. I saw that.
They're like, so what was your plan going into this fight, Miss Holm? Well, I'm going to just hit her in the face until either she or me breaks. And we found out which one breaks. Brokes? Yeah, that's a word.
She broke.
Then my number 2, Muhammad Ali slipping punches, setting a world record for 21 punch slips in 10 seconds in 1977.
Fly like a butterfly,
That
sting
shit
like a bee.
was fucking dope. That was between Ali and Dokes.
Yes.
That shit was insane. And then my number 1 for all time most incredible sports moments is the entire fight between Don Fry and Yoshihiro Takemayo.
Dude, that entire fucking match was amazing.
Just fucking, there's nothing more manly than, okay, we're not going to have a bunch of technique here. I'm just going to grab under your shoulder. You're going to grab onto mine. We're just going to beat each other's face in until one of us drops.
The aftermath. That fight there is still fucking iconic
was
in
ridiculous.
all fighting.
Yeah.
But the aftermath.
Watching
of
Yoshi?
that round. Not even the fight, but that fucking
Just the round. Yes.
His eyes and face
couldn't
are
fucking
swollen.
see.
He's Asian, okay?
Yeah.
All right? Bear this in mind. They're very tiny eyelids, okay? He couldn't see shit. It was fucking amazing. It was brutal as all fucking hell.
Like Don Fry, this was in really the birth of the UFC too.
Well, this was over Pride.
Yeah, this was technically previous to UFC, but this set the fucking stone of.
Oh no, UFC was already out.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But friggin',
but this
he had already fought in UFC a couple times and then went.
Yeah,
over
that's
to Pride.
right. That's right. But Don Fry, just the fucking epitome of manlyhood back then,
Even
man.
now.
Even now, yeah. No, dude's fucking incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my number 1.
Awesome.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Great list, everybody. Fucking great list. All right, Mike, you go ahead and plug your show.
Take on the World. It's TOTW Pod on Instagram and Facebook and everything, and YouTube. Also, Burke's Unsolved Deluxe Edition on every place you listen to podcasts and YouTube.
Awesome. Great. Check out those shows. They're both really great. It's always great having Mike on our tasting room episodes and future episodes of Barrel Age Flicks. And also, he's been on some FMKs, I believe. He was on a couple FMKs, wasn't he? So for Barrel Age Chicks. And I hope you guys are enjoying this sports series with the Major League Baseball, the program, and Any Given Sunday. So this has been great. We will see you guys later.
You won't.
Thank you for listening to our bonus episode for Season 4 of The Tasting Room. If you like our show, please leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Guys, this helps out enormously. Give us a follow on Instagram at Barrel Age Flicks Podcast. If you would like to send us a special film request, please contact us via Instagram and we will give you a personal shout out on the show. We are also on Facebook and Twitter. Our podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Buzzsprout, Google Podcasts, Audible, Pocket Cast, Spotify, CastBox, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. Make sure you check out Barrel Age Chicks, our spin-off show where you get the girl's perspective. Subscribe to our Patreon for uncut video and early access to our podcast. Special thanks to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio on YouTube for his awesome music. This guy fucking rocks. Check him out. Want to give a shout out to Sammy, one of our guest hosts on the show who does our amazing album artwork. Thank you, Sammy. Our podcast only exists because of listeners like you. To find other great shows, head over to deluxeeditionnetwork.com. Hope you join us for our next episode. Later, guys.